Welcome back to H3 Weapon Deep Dive. We're on to a new category. We just finished machine pistols. Now we are on to the breech loading category. So we're looking at breech loading pistols. And our first of the four that are currently in the spawner is the Contender 4570 breech loader. So it is chambered in 4570 government. Let's take a look at the difference between 4570 government and 45 ACP in case you're not familiar. This is 45 ACP. This is 4570 government. Whoops, it's out of frame. It's so tall it went out of frame. Yeah, considerably longer, higher power cartridge. Let's take a look at the controls on the Contender. Well, not many controls to use here. We've got left or right on the trackpad. We'll open and close the breech by rotating the barrel down. So left, right, left, right. You can open and close it. Down on the trackpad, we'll cock the hammer and the trigger, make it go bang. And that's it. That's all you need, man. Wait a minute. Aren't you missing something? Well, here's how you load it. Like that, and then press the left or right on the trackpad, or you can bang it on the table, I think. No, it's not like that. It's not like that tiny shotgun. I guess you can't bang it on the table. Well, you know, we're all learning here. So left on the trackpad, and I'll close it. Down on the trackpad to cock it, and bang. Left again to open it, and you got to give it a flick to knock the round out. You cannot empty it if the bullet has not been fired yet. So you gotta shoot it, open it, and then tip it. Pretty much anyway, it's pretty easy to get it out there. So any little flick will do. Oh. Yes, you can flick to close it. We gotta flick pretty hard though. Okay, I did a little fiddling with the Contender, and you can close it by flicking it if you just go up. So don't go up and down, just go up. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. If you go up and down, yeah, you can go down and it'll open again. So up, down. You got to give it a pretty good flick though, so hold on to that controller pretty tightly. You cannot decock the hammer on the Contender with the trackpad. However, you can open the breech and then pull the trigger to fire it or to decock it safely. See what attachments will fit on the Contender. Well, as you can see, it's got a top rail. Ooh, so you can put a red dot on it. It does not have a bottom rail, so you're not going to be able to put a stock or a laser on it. Nothing there. Can you put a compensator on it? Yes. I don't know why you would, since the compensator is going to improve your recoil on your second shot, but as you'll see, you've got so much time in between shots that's kind of pointless. You can put a suppressor on it though. That will actually be useful just because to make it quieter. And again, you can put a stock on it, which again won't really help with the recoil because your recoil is kind of not really a factor, but it will help you just in maybe getting your aim down if you prefer aiming like this with the stock as opposed to just one or two hands like a pistol. You can also grab the fore area, which I was not expecting. So you can grab the fore area and aim it thusly. I do notice that you can pull it in very close to your face the way this gun is configured. So that might actually be more comfortable for some people if you want to fire it more like a rifle. All right, let's take a look at the sights. Yeah, there are no sights. No sights, no front post, no rear notch, no nothing. But it does have a top rail, which means if this spawns, you better get an optic with it. But once you do, that's real nice. All right, you want to see the recoil test? Here's the recoil test. Yeah, obviously it takes way too long to reload this for recoil to be a factor at all. So instead of doing a recoil test, I'm going to do a mechanical accuracy test, which is the first I've done on this channel. I was planning on doing it on the rifles when we got to them, but Hey, might as well do it on this while we got it out here. Welcome to the mechanical accuracy test setup doohickey. So this is how I'm going to test the mechanical accuracy, not my accuracy, of the firearms that don't really have any recoil impact, or in the future probably for, like, you know, precision rifles and that sort of thing, where the mechanical accuracy might make a difference as to which one you choose. For the pistols, you know, they can all hit stuff at 30 meters, not a big deal. But, you know, for these guys, they don't have recoil really because it takes too long to reload, so I might as well find out what the mechanical accuracy is on these guys, and let's see what we get here. So let me show you how this is set up. This is in home miscellaneous utility, a lockable platform and a shooting hover bench. So I lock the platform here, I put the shooting bench on top of it, and then I place the weapon about in the center and click the toggle object lock. That fixes it into place, hovering it into space, and then I use these controls to change the sensitivity, which affects these controls for the position and rotation. So then I get it all lined up where I want it. So in this case, I put a scope on it, a really gigantic scope on it, because I really want to get the extra magnification. And I've actually got it lined up off the bullseye because I find that this Contender actually shoots low. So I've actually had to, even though this scope is zeroed for 100 meters and the target is at 100 meters, it's shooting low. So for mechanical precision, I wanted to adjust it up. So I kept fiddling with it until I started getting bullseyes. Looks like I'm at the top of the 9 ring. Is that the 8 ring or the bottom of the 8 ring? However you want to look at it. So that is how you set up a test for mechanical accuracy, and I'm going to go ahead and do that with the Contender now. So with the Contender, I left on the trackpad, so you can pull the rounds out on these breech loaded by actually going up to the round and giving it a left click with the trigger. So that's how I'm going to unload it. So left trigger and right, and let's reset our test here, and let's see what we get at 100 meters. Very nice. 10. Now I did have to manually adjust the vertical. I did not adjust the horizontal. See, we're starting to get a little drift there. Still got a 10. So I'm going to run through 10 of these and see what pattern we get. See if I'm working. Well, perfect 10s on the Contender. So there you have it for 100 meters, perfect 10s. Let's take it as far out as we can go, which I think is 399. Let's see if we can go to 400. 400 meters? No, it's 399. So we're going to do 399 meters now. Okay, let me reset this and we'll do it again. Okay, I've reset the course for 250 meters. I was trying at 399, but I'll show you what the problem is. The sights are so far off, or the scope calibration, whatever you want to call it, is so far off on this particular pistol that I'm having to aim, even though I am zeroed for 250, I'm having to aim so high up that I'm off the target. And this is at 250 meters. At 400 meters, I had no frame of reference of where the bullets were hitting, so it was taking me forever to try and even get it on the paper. So I backed it down to 250. Tried again, had a little better results, and here we are. So let's do the mechanical test at 250. And last one. All right. Lots of 9s, a couple 10s, and an 8. Let's bring that in and see what it looks like. Now again, it's going to be hard to match this to bullseye it exactly at 0. So imagine if this group was pulled down a bit where I had a better a better zero out of this, and you can see that at 250 meters, this is a very accurate firearm. I'd imagine if I push this out to 400, we lose a bit, but I'm still looking at a very accurate pistol. There you have it, the Contender in 4570 Government. Till next time, I will see ya. Ooh, that's a hell of a shot. Not even close. Oh, I clipped it.